You can let me know if I'm being unreasonable, but I'm hoping you'll keep the crying to a minimum. What do you think? You want to talk about it in a few months? We can do that. Your dad wants you to look like me. I want you to look like the both of us. But whoever you look like, I know you'll be adorable. I hope. Look, I just want to get this out of the way right now. I am a work in progress, okay? But I need you not to give up on me. We'll just have to be patient with each other. If someone had told you 4 years ago that this would be your life, would you believe them?
You mean if someone had told me that I'd be married to an angel who would also be carrying my little angel? No. What, you don't like my answer?
You're being cutesy.
You knew who I was before you married me.
I know, but I would like a non-cutesy answer.
Well, what if cutesy answers are all I know how to give?
Then I don't think this marriage is gonna last.
Okay, if someone would have told me that we'd be where we are now, back then, I don't think I would have believed them.
Why not?
Well, because you were a little mean to me when we first met.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the meanest, where would you put me?
You were a solid 27.
What? I was only mean because I couldn't read you.
Really?
Mm-hmm. You were just so nice and smiley and happy all the damn time.
Uh-huh.
Nobody's like that all the time.
I am.
I know that now, but back then, I thought you were being extra nice because you wanted something from me.
I did want something from you. Your art.
Carson?
Yes.
I give up.
All right, well, what about you? If someone had told you we'd be where we are now back then, would you believe them?
Honestly, I thought I'd get tired of you.
Wow.
I mean, that's just how I was. I would date for a little bit and then I'd get bored, or I'd get tired of seeing the same dude every day. Oh, sometimes I would intentionally find something I didn't like just so I can end things.
Huh.
But with you, I never wanted us to be away from each other.
Just hear me out, okay?
I don't need to hear you out because the answer is no.
Why?
Boy, I am not naming my baby Skywalker.
Why not? It's a great name. Plus, it's unisex.
Who you know named Skywalker?
Our baby.
No.
Look, I'm setting this kid up for success, okay?
Maybe I should say it again. No.
Okay. What about Goku? But can you at least just think about it before you say no?
There's no need to think about it. It's horrible.
No. Listen. Goku Beavis Martinez.
Absolutely not.
Hey, are you hearing this? Huh? Mommy is a hater. I don't know what to do.
Carson, I do not want to do this right now.
Well, then stop saying no to everything.
Carson!
still upset?
About these horrible names, yeah.
No, I'm talking about earlier.
Oh, you mean the lady who almost broke her neck giving us dirty looks?
You gotta ignore people like that.
Nope, that's why they do what they do. They don't think we gonna say nothing. She lucky I let her walk away.
Hey, you really want to go toe-to-toe with someone who's not even worth the hassle?
No, what I want is to be able to take a walk with my man without becoming a part of somebody's sideshow.
Vivian,
What?
you really shouldn't be getting so worked up like this.
Too late.
Look, I know it's annoying, but it comes with the territory.
Do you know what year it is?
Yeah, I know what year it is. But some people are still stuck in the past, and there's nothing you can do about it.
It's rude.
Yeah, it's very rude.
So why don't you get mad?
Because I don't have the energy to get mad at every single person that doesn't want us to be together.
I do.
Okay, well, if you're gonna go after the folks who don't like us, can you at least wait till after the baby gets here?
Are you gonna be this calm when our child is getting dirty looks?
Yeah, but just because I'm calm doesn't mean it doesn't upset me.
So you're not gonna say anything?
I'll just tell him or her to ignore those people.
And when they're like, Daddy, why is that person looking at me like that? What are you gonna say then?
I don't know.
You're gonna tell them you don't know.
What do you want me to say, Viv?
That some people refuse to accept biracial children in interracial relationships.
I'm not gonna tell them
Why
that.
not?
Because no little kid's gonna want to hear that.
This is not about what they want to hear. This is what they need to hear.
Why?
Because that's life.
Okay, that might be your life, but it doesn't have to be our child's. Vivian. Vivian.
Go to sleep, Carson.
I can't.
Well, I can, so good night.
I don't want to go to sleep like this.
Like what?
If you being mad at me.
I'm not mad. I'm frustrated. But you think this is my problem and not ours.
Good night. Oh, sweet. Results, anybody? Yeah, I think if we stare at it long enough, it might just open itself. Whoa! Did you see that? I think it just moved a little.
Can you just open it?
Guess you're still mad.
I told you I'm not mad.
Right. You're frustrated. But can we both agree that frustrated means you're mad and you just don't want to admit that you're mad?
No, frustrated means frustrated. And I have every right to be. I feel like you completely dismissed me yesterday.
Vivian, I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to dismiss you. I was just... Look, can we please just open this? All right, I'm freaking out.
I already told you to open it.
Okay. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
It's a boy! You see? Right there.
This makes it real.
I think your enormous belly already made it real.
No. I mean, he's coming.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to talk about all the stuff that you want to avoid.
Viv, not this again.
Yes, this again.
Okay.
I know you don't want to hear this, but it's true. We, and that means the both of us, we have to prepare him for what's out there.
And what's out there?
Hate. Why are you shaking your head?
Because I don't want you telling him that people aren't gonna like him because of the way he looks.
I'm not saying that all people are gonna do that, but some will. When he goes outside, he has to prepare for the worst.
No, he doesn't. He needs to be a kid.
He can still be a kid.
But I don't want him going through life second-guessing everything he does because he thinks there's a target on his back, all right? My son is not gonna live that way.
First of all, he's our son. And whether you want to acknowledge it or not, your son is going to be a black man, and he's not going to have the same carefree life you have.
Why are you talking to me like I'm not a person of color? Both my parents were born and raised in Mexico.
Yeah, but you never really had to struggle for anything.
Yeah, I have.
I mean, you haven't had to struggle as much as someone with darker skin.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. Is there a criteria for struggling that I'm not aware of?
Well, apparently. Do you know what it feels like for people to root for you to fail just because you exist?
What do you want from me? Do you want me to apologize for not having the same experiences that you've had?
No, Carson.
Oh, maybe I should apologize for not wanting to teach our son that he has to make every decision based on the color of his skin. Like, I can't help it that my parents taught me and my sisters to see past color.
You can't argue with me about this.
I can because he's 50% you and 50% me.
But the world is gonna see him as a black man.
You don't know that. Viv, listen to me. Whether he's darker or lighter or somewhere in between, this kid's gonna be beautiful, okay?
You're supposed to say that. You're his dad. What I need you to understand is that your son is gonna be a black man in a country that doesn't care about him.
He doesn't like that anymore. It's still bad. I'm not dumb enough to think that racism isn't still out there, but it's not like it was 50 years ago.
My point is, it shouldn't be bad at all anymore, but it is. He needs to brace for impact. We have to be on the same page with this.
Look, I want our son to be proud of us and proud of our differences. But honestly, we don't know what the world's gonna look like 15, 16 years from now. And I don't want him going through life anticipating something that might never happen.
It'll happen.
Why are you wishing this on him?
I'm not wishing anything on him, but I know enough about how things go to know that at some point he's gonna be treated differently, just like I was. But he can't let those experiences break him.
I don't want him to see the world as a cold, dark place. All right, especially not while he's young.
I don't either. I don't want to have a conversation about race at all, but I have to. Because the last thing I want is for him to become a hashtag because he didn't know the things he saw on the news could happen to him.
Okay. What do you want him to know?
There's a lot of things. How to talk to the police, how to be aware of his surroundings, how certain people may call themselves his friend, but they will sell him out at the drop of a hat.
Because he's black?
Yeah. Say he gets into a fight. It could be a fight he didn't even start. And the police show up, he's the one getting cuffed, not them. Or what if a girl gets mad at him for whatever reason and says that he forced himself on her? Who do you think they're gonna believe?
That can happen to any guy.
Yes, but it's worse for a black man. But it doesn't even have to be as serious as that. He could be playing with friends. Maybe it's nighttime, they're having a water gun fight. Someone sees a black kid with what they think to be a real gun. They call the cops show up, and they shoot him.
That would never happen.
It happened to my cousin. It'll be 8 years this year.
They killed him? I'm sorry.
They shot him 10 times without saying anything. He never saw it coming.
How old was he?
15.
Anything happen to the police?
Yeah. Paid suspension.
Vivian, I'm sorry. But I get it. It's a lot.
There's also the more subtle things that don't seem bad until you think about them some more, like if someone compliments the way he speaks.
What's wrong with that?
What they're saying is black people don't usually sound like you. I'm impressed by you, you're better than the rest of them. He also needs to know that just because someone dates a black person, marries a black person, sleeps with a black person, they can still be a racist.
Was that a shot at me?
Of course it is. Carson, I wouldn't be married to you, and I damn sure wouldn't be having your baby if I thought you were racist. You're not racist. But you are a little naive when it comes to stuff like this. But it's not your fault. You never had to deal with it, but your son will. And look, I think it's great that you and your family don't see color. I've always felt like a part of your family ever since we first got together. But I do think it's okay to see race. It's okay to recognize that people are different. The problem is when you don't want someone that's different to have the same opportunities as everyone else.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. We're gonna prepare him.
And you mean we, right? Not just me? Because this has to come from the both of us.
I mean, we. You know, we're in this together. I just want him to know that he can live a good, happy life and succeed at anything he sets his mind to.
He can. He just needs to proceed with caution.
can't wait to meet him.
Me too.
And I really hope he looks like you.
Okay.